What's up, guys? It's Zoom here, and on today's video, I'm bringing you guys my first place locals Eldlich deck profile. Now, this is pure Eldlich. This does not include any branded or any other archetype. This is just Eldlich, traps, and a bunch, and I mean a bunch of floodgates. Now, I know this is a spoiler for my upcoming weekly locals vlog videos, and I'm sorry, but I had to just drop the profile. So without further ado, let's get into it. So to start it off, we played 2 Golden Lord. Golden Lord has been a 2 of in Eldlich since forever, but I'm thinking about running it at 3. I wanted to run 3, but I don't have a 3rd Golden Lord right now, hence why you're about to see the next card. But I'm just really terrified of DD Crow, and DD Crow's just crazy right now. Everybody's playing it in the main deck, and if they see 2, these are gone. So that's why I want to play a 3rd one. I always want to have the option to have the 3rd one. And since we didn't have the 3rd one, I played 1 Sky Prison, and this actually won me a game 1 because ironically, both of these got banished. And we had no other options to go for game, but I ended up activating a torrential, and then I was able to summon this bad boy right here. I mean, not torrential, dogmatic punishment. But yeah, I was able to summon this bad boy right here, and it was crazy. It actually allowed me to win the game just because. And then for the rest of the monsters, we played Lava Golem. Lava Golem is Lava Golem. It was either this for me or Super Poly. I decided to go with Lava Golem just because I just like Lava Golem. But this card was insane today. Losing the Dyro wasn't as scary. It's still scary to lose the Dyro, don't get me wrong. But losing the Dyro wasn't as scary with this card because, especially if you're playing against Sprite, which is running rampant right now, you can just take away their Toad and their Elf. You leave them with probably only a monster negate, and you just set all your traps and just keep going like that. Lava Golem is beautiful. That's it for monsters. Into spells, I played 2 Cursed Outland. A lot of people are cutting this, putting it at 1, putting it at 3. I don't know. I like it at 2. I like seeing this card, but I don't like seeing it too much, and I don't like this being like a top deck, to be real with you. Especially like if you once you resolve the 1, you're already going through majority of your engine, and by the time you draw the 2nd or the 3rd one, it's just like a dead card in my opinion. So that's why I only ran 2. And then we played 3 Extravagance. The reason I chose Extravagance over Prosperity is because in this particular build I have right here, I play majority floodgates and traps, and I feel like in a deck where my odds of drawing traps are ridiculously insane, I would rather see 2 of those traps than pick 1 floodgate, to be quite honest with you. So that's why I decided to go with this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I love Extravagance. It's pot of greed in this deck, at least. Then since I was so scared of DD Crow, we decided to play the 1 of Called by the Grave. That's it for spells. Let's get into traps. So to start it off, we played 3 Sanguine. That is a staple. You got to play this at 3. I played 3 Conquistador. I see a few people making this at 2 of. I like it at 3 just because I like drawing the Eldlich traps early on in the game. That way I can get my train going, get it all going, get all my effects resolving in end phase and all that. And then I decided to play 3 Hulk because this card is insane against Turbulence and is good against a lot of other decks too. They go Fusion Summon, they go mill, they mill away to Fusion Summon, you just activate Haquero, banish that joint, it's a wrap. They don't have material for their Fusion Summon. That's it for the Eldlich traps. For other traps, we played 3 Skill Drain. Skill Drain's at 3, it shouldn't be, but it is. We're playing 3 Skill Drain. Then we played 3 Gozen Match. Gozen Match is one of the better floodgates this format. That's why I'm running it at 3. I resolved this against a Sprite player, and there's ways for them to play against it, but they have to have a very unique hand. and this should stop them in its tracks. Then I played 2 Rivalry. I just feel like Gozen's a little bit better than Rivalry right now. So that's why I played 3 Gozen and only 2 of these. But this card is still really good, and I still recommend main decking it. And then we played 3 Tisibu. Honestly, this card kind of underperformed for me today, but I'm still going to keep it in as a 3-up for at least 1 or 2 more tournaments, just to get a really, really good idea of it. There's also another trap I want to fit that I do not own. We'll talk about that here in a second, but I would definitely cut this to a 2 of to fit in that trap, because I want to make that trap a 2 of. And then we played 2 Dogmatic of Punishment. I still play this card because Sprite, they'll go Diva and they'll Special Summon, and then you just activate Punishment, get rid of both of those. Or you can wait for them to go into Giant plays, and you can just pop everything they're thinking about doing. Then I played 3 Solemn Strike, and this is where we're going to talk about the other card I wanted to play. There's a new card in the set. I know the name of it, but I cannot say it right now. I know exactly what the card is, but I can't remember the name. But it's a counter trap. It works just like Solemn Strike, except it only negates the activation of monsters on the field. Solemn Strike can hit hand traps and graveyard effects. That card can hit monsters on the field, but right now most effects are on the field in the meta. So I want to try 2 of that, because it's like playing 5 Solemn Strikes, which Solemn Strike is an insane card. And then we play Triple Torrential. Torrential is Torrential. People cut this card all the time, but like, maybe I'm just an old school player, but Torrential is like one of the most insane cards ever. And that's it for the main deck. The main deck is 40 cards. For the extra deck, we played 2 Pleiades. I played 2 of, because there will be games where you want to go into this. Well, a lot of games you want to go into this. And then I played 3 Gustav Max, because there's a lot of times I can just burn them for game after combo, and we play Extravagant, so I always want to see this card. I always want this card to be in my extra deck. Then I played 1 Rail Cannon and 1, Juggernaut, and then 1 Super. And the reason I played these, even though I play Extravagance, is because they might come up. Honestly, I forgot about a card, and I don't know how I forgot about this card, but I forgot about Zeus, and it didn't come up today, thank God, but this should be Zeus. This is better than this one. So in my opinion, at least, this should be Zeus. And then for fusions, we only play 2, obviously, but we play Intis. Now, if you play Super Poly, you have to find a way to make the new fusion monster fit. But I play Lava Golem instead of Super Poly. I don't want too many going second cards. And then for links, we play 2 Link Spider. You gotta have Link Spider in order for this deck to work correctly. Well, not correctly, because it works correctly without it, but you gotta have Link Spider in order to go into Link combos. And then we play 1 Light Charmer, just because most of my stuff is lights in my deck. I wanted the option to take one of my opponent's good monsters. And then we played the Nightmare package. So we played 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, and 1 Unicorn. Now the extra deck, it is what it is, because we play Extravagance. You're probably not going to see most of these cards in your extra deck anymore. That's why we played 3 of the most important cards. You will actually rarely go into these packages right here. You'll rarely go into these cards. But they are there just to be there, because why not? And as far as the side deck, I'm not going to show you the whole side deck, just because it depends on what your locals has, what you're expecting to play, but I'm going to show you some key cards. So Spear Mode is key. So if you know you're going second in a match, if you win game 1, you have Lava Golem and you have 2 Spear Modes. The odds of seeing these are insane, especially playing Extravagance. And then another necessary card is Solemn Judgment. This card is necessary, more necessary than it should be, but this deck just loses hard to Lightning Storm and stuff like that. So you need a counter, and Solemn Judgment is our counter. But that is it for the deck profile, guys. I'm sorry if I took too long with that, but I kind of like explaining the deck and explaining my choices, things like that. If you liked and enjoyed this video, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And the locals vlog of me playing this deck is coming out here, I'm gonna be honest, probably Saturday. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.